What a great night to be in Georgia. And what an even better night to be a Donald J. Trump supporter. This is an unbelievable opportunity and such an incredible honor to get to spend this night with you talking about America's favorite president. When I started at the White House and when the president named me his White House press secretary, I was the very first mom and only the third woman to ever hold that job. And in that role, the left and the Democrats relentlessly attacked me. They attacked my appearance. They attacked my intelligence. MSNBC host said that I was vile, unfit to be a mother, not even human. My family was kicked out of a restaurant, and another parent at my children's school spit on our car. The left, let me be clear, the left does not care about empowering women, but Donald Trump does. When the left was attacking me, when they were tearing me down, it was Donald Trump who stood up for me, defended me, and gave me confidence to step back on the stage and do my job. We were walking into a meeting after some of those horrible things had happened. The president stopped me, grabbed me, looked me directly in the eye and said, "Sarah, you're smart, you're tough, you're beautiful, and the only reason they attack you is because you're good at your job. Now get back to work." The left doesn't want to support women. They don't want to empower women. They want to empower themselves. But Donald Trump not only wants to empower women, he wants to empower every American, and he wants to fight for a country that means something, stands for something, and will bring stability and peace to the entire world. Donald Trump is the leader and the fighter that our country needs at a time when we need it the very most. The reason I know how much Donald Trump loves this country is because I got to see it every single day for 2.5 years, working alongside him, watching him take hit after hit and keep fighting, keep standing up, and keep making America great. Over the course of the 2.5 years that I spent at the White House, I traveled with the president literally all over the world. And on one particular trip, December 25th of 2018, I went on a trip that I will never forget. It was Christmas night, and we had just finished cleaning up wrapping paper that was shoved into every corner of our family's home, thanks to our 3 kids. When I walked out on my own family's Christmas, unable to tell them where I was going that night, because the place I'd be traveling was so dangerous they didn't want anybody in the world to know that the President of the United States was going to be on the ground even for a few hours. Yet we have men and women who serve there and sacrifice every single day, putting their lives on the line so that we can live in the greatest country the world has ever known. We boarded Air Force One in a way we never had before, in total darkness. No lights on the plane, no lights on the runway. And 12.5 hours later, when we landed in the war-torn part of western Iraq, it was a similar scene. No lights on the plane, no lights on the runway. The only light you could see was coming from a dining hall where hundreds of troops had crowded in. They had gathered thinking they were having dinner with senior military leadership. They had absolutely no idea that the President of the United States was going to walk into that room. And when they did, a sight and a scene and a sound that I know I will never forget unfolded. You had people from every part of our country, every race, every religion, every political party represented in that room. But in that moment, in one perfect voice and in total unity, they chanted over and over again, USA, USA, USA. It was a perfect picture of what makes America so incredible. You had men and women willing to put everything on the line to fight for our country, to fight for our freedom so that we could enjoy it. One of the young soldiers yelled from the back, he said, "Mr. President, I re-enlisted in the military because of you." And the president said, "And son, I'm here because of you." An incredible moment. And ladies and gentlemen, that young soldier deserves to know that he has a country back home that is doing their part in the fight for freedom, that is doing their part in protecting it, preserving it, and making sure we have the ability to pass it on to the next generation. Donald Trump will be the president that does that. Now, my guess is each one of you are here tonight because you love America. And I hope that you will remember why you love America. America is the greatest country that the world has ever known because we're the freest country the world has ever known, and we have to fight for that freedom. We have to protect it. And you have the ability to do that on Tuesday. Each one of us has a part to play in the fight for freedom. Not all of us are called to serve on the physical battlefields of Iraq. Not all of us are called to run for office. But we are all called to be part of the fight, to defend our country and make sure that our kids and grandkids get to enjoy it the same way we have. So when you leave tonight, don't just leave thinking what a fun time that you had. Leave here energized and committed to doing your part in the fight for freedom and making sure every single person you know shows up and votes on Tuesday. Unless, of course, they tell you they're voting for somebody other than Donald Trump, then you let them know the election's been moved to December and we don't need them. No pressure, Georgia, but the entire country is counting on you, and I know that you will deliver and you will do your part in the great fight for freedom. Thank you so much for being here. Let's put Donald Trump over the finish line. Thank you.